Ooh, baby, I love Drew.
Ever Drew.
I wanna be with you, Night and Drew. I guess it's
Night
not.
and Drew.
We're just.
I'm trying to think if Kid Cudi was doing it. Day and Drew. No, Drew and Night. That's what it is. Drew and Night. Wah, wah. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. See where I'm going with it.
You guys love this shit, don't you?
Yeah.
You guys love that shit.
Speaking of lonely stoners, do we want to get right
Welcome to Cleveland. No.
Welcome to Cleveland Rocks. Do you want to get right into the news?
Yes.
Drew Carey.
Yes, true.
On threads.com. Sitting here. We're going to pull back the curtain a bit. We're recording this April 12th.
Yeah.
Yes, we have an episode coming out tomorrow that will not mention this. It would have been timelier. Nevertheless,
yeah.
April 12th, or I guess April 11th, Drew Carey, sitting here high AF, thinking about running for governor.
Okay, Drew.
Fuck it. So I would imagine it would be the governor of California.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless he wanted to go for Ohio. You think he can go back to it? Does he have another residence in Ohio? He could
establish it pretty quickly.
I mean, and as we've come to learn, it really doesn't matter. These guys just have houses.
They're
wherever.
all over the place. I'm trying to figure out California governor race. Who's like in the...
Wasn't there Katie Porter is the one that like cussed out their employees on camera.
She got caught being like a bad boss.
But she was leading for a long time.
Okay.
The Republican candidates, there's a guy Trump endorsed.
Chad Bianco?
Is that him?
Republican. It doesn't say anything about Trump, but it's a Republican sheriff of Riverside County.
No, that's the Riverside County guy. So that guy actually tried to do a whole voter fraud thing. He held a press conference a month ago and was like, I'm collecting ballots. You know, it was all about the special election they had about the redistricting.
The gerrymandering.
Yes. And he was going to do a full ballot recount or demand it in Riverside County or whatever.
Sure.
And then the attorney general was like, absolutely not. This is ridiculous. You're clearly doing this for the clout.
So then the other one, Steve Hilton. Is he related to like the Hilton brand? No, he's just a guy.
That's the guy Trump endorsed.
Yes.
But those are the Republican candidates.
Yes. Well,
Drew would run. The Democratic candidates.
Drew would run as an independent.
There's as we established last episode.
Eric Swalwell, the current rep.
There's like
California.
12 people though run it. It's like a big
Katie
field.
Porter, Tom Steyer. Yeah. There's like, I don't know how many.
Well, a lot of these guys just ran for president a few years ago.
Hey, and now they're showing up here. Why not? Whatever office is open. I think Drew should be the president.
Yeah.
Drew Carey should be president.
Governorship of California as a stepping stone.
It's basically a bigger economy than the United States, is what I understand at this
Yeah.
point. It's like as big as China.
Well, no, it's the fourth largest economy
total
in the globe.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, fact check.
I believe this. Yeah.
Actually,
welcome to Cleveland Rocks, everybody.
We are
your favorite California state politics podcast.
And you know what? We're bold enough to admit we're ready to endorse in the California governor race Drew Allison Carey.
Yes, that would be crazy. He could probably make like just a celebrity run.
Yeah.
Who's
the guy? There's somebody running for like L.A. mayor. I think that's like a celebrity stunt. Some sort of California like reality star.
Really?
Guy.
I don't know.
But
I don't know anything about the local races, mayoral races. I just assume that is Bass. Bass isn't her turn.
Spencer Pratt.
I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't know either.
Related
he's like
to Chris
reality
Pratt?
star guy. No, could you imagine? No, he's like a reality star guy. I don't know. All it says former reality TV star Spencer Pratt.
What reality show? I'm gonna make you. This is research hour.
The Hills.
Okay.
The Hills.
Unfamiliar.
Oh man, that is a crazy photo on his Wikipedia. Hold on. Look at that guy's Wikipedia.
I'm going to describe it for you guys.
Go ahead. Describe
He's got like it's almost like it's not like he got electrocuted, but it's definitely like he's got this blonde hair and it's like he's been standing in front of an industrial strength fan
for quite some time.
Yeah. It's like he was like a wannabe Backstreet Boy or something.
It's giving a little Children of the Corn as well in my mind. I think it's like his baby blues are just piercing me. He does not have that haircut. currently.
We do not endorse that guy.
We do not endorse that guy. We will endorse Drew and whatever he wants to run.
Yeah, he can run for mayor. He can run for governor. He can run for president.
We're here for you.
We got you, Drew.
We're here for you. TJ, how's it going?
Oh, it's great, man. We another couple eps of Drew today.
We did. We got our reps in, our Drew reps.
Yeah.
We have to go every so often back to the Drew gym.
I said eps, but I like reps.
I like
That's
reps.
funny.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm getting swole on Drew Carey. We're going through season 5, episode 3 and 4 here.
Yeah.
Starting with episode 3.
Drew and the Gang Law.
I like this. October 6th, 1999. We also get a bit of an answer to a question you had on the last episode, which is, are we done with Y2K?
Yeah.
The answer is no, we are not.
No, we're going to talk about it for a while. So that makes me think that we will get to, like, obviously New Year's is going to come and
Right,
go.
and when nothing
and
happens.
like another, I don't know, 7 episodes or 6 episodes. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting how they address it.
Yeah.
If they, I would assume if they brought it up twice.
If the plot
already,
continues.
Yeah.
We start here. I guess we start where we kind of left, but we didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. Another
in the
thing
episode.
that honestly we ended the last episode with that I was like, is
What's
that going
this
to be a
gonna
thing?
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Mimi and Steve are engaged.
Yes.
Mimi comes up to Drew and she's like, look at my ring. She's showing off her ring through all of Winfred.
She wants
Louder.
to show everybody,
Yeah.
all the girls, as a fuck you to all the girls. She's doing it.
I think at one point she says, I can't remember the woman's name, but she says, guess who's not the office whore now?
yeah.
Locked in.
But she had to show Drew.
Yeah.
And Drew, honestly, I thought, well, I couldn't tell in this moment if Drew had already known or what, because I figured his reaction would have been a little bit
Bigger.
more. Yeah, it
I
would have
think
been
he
bigger.
must have known.
He must have
He
known.
lives
He
with
just
his
hadn't
brother.
seen the ring.
Yeah, he lives with his brother, so I'm sure after the engagement, I'm sure he knew.
He lives with his brother.
Yes.
Yet I'm still very confused at the question that then comes later in this scene. Where he's like, "Can I use your house?" But we'll
sure.
get to that
But
because
it's
he says your
our
house. It's their house.
Yeah, or is
Anyway.
it? I don't know. I guess Drew owns it,
Yeah.
which we'll learn in the next episode. But
Anyway.
yeah, Steve comes in at some point and starts kissing Mimi.
Of
and-
course, he gives him a, "Hey, bro,
Yeah, hey, bro. And
you gotta stop, Steve. I can't take it seriously, dude."
we also start to. So we talked in the last episode or the last podcast episode. Steve's looking a little masculine.
Yeah, they
of
haven't
late.
had him in a dress yet.
Yeah, it's very confusing, and they still
they
don't.
call him out.
Drew's like, "What's going on? Why are you not cross-dressing? Why are you looking like a man?" And Steve's like, "I am not looking like a man. I'm a rough and tumble tomboy."
Yeah, that's his
That's
justification.
the look I'm going for right
But
now.
that's kind of where we leave it. So they don't
Yeah.
they don't really explain why Steve's just not
in
doing
this
the
moment, yeah, we get none
drag.
of it. No,
Yeah.
but it is at least it's acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm glad that somebody said something because otherwise it's weird.
And you feel kind of
Because for-
crazy as an audience member.
Yeah, well, all of season 4, we did not see it. It would be weird to see him as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, it is kind of weird still.
So-
It's at this point also, Steve starts like laying out the different costs of things that they're dealing with for the wedding and
Yeah.
who's putting up money where and how they don't know if they're going to have all the money they need.
Yeah, so he asked Drew, "Hey, can we use your house? Can I get married at your house, bro?"
Yeah. And
Is
Bro.
like
Yeah.
yeah, I had to throw in the bro because
Sure.
he uses so much bro, and it sounds like they're setting up a porno. It's like
step, bro.
Yeah.
You look like you're stuck there, bro.
but I didn't understand. I was like, isn't Steve still living with
Right.
Drew, or maybe
Where
he's
is the
not
line
anymore?
drawn in terms of whose
Like,
house
can
it
we
is?
get married at your house? Why wouldn't he say like? I would say our place.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe he's trying to show some respect.
Because he knows that
In
Drew
this moment.
Drew, I think,
Or-
stammers out eventually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, clearly does not want to have to fucking do this.
Or has he been living with Mimi too? I don't know.
But hopping pads.
Where does Steve lay his head at night?
Yeah.
Write us.
Yeah, let us know, Steve.
Where do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's confusing and it's kind of rough. And Drew doesn't really want to do it, even though, as we know from Oswald and Kate's wedding, Drew's got a very nice layout for a wedding, I'd say.
Yeah, he's already. This is the second time now that we're
He
going
will
to
have a
use
wedding.
Drew's house as a wedding venue,
and probably
that
not
we
the
are
last.
aware.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be more.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, that kind of resolves that. Lewis and Oswald come in at this point, and our little marketing team of geniuses has registered buybuzzbeer.com.
Yes.
To promote online sales for the beer.
Yeah.
They want to raise money for Kate's birthday.
Yeah, I thought that what a noble cause.
Yeah, they want to put together, something.
A great party. So they're going to make, I mean, it's a great decision, seems.
Were they the first online beer retailers, do you think, in 1999?
It sure as hell sounds like it. And
There was no Seamless, there was no Grubhub, none of that.
And they had
Uber Eats.
And there were no barriers to purchase as well, as we evidently
learned.
see.
Anybody can place it. They have something, I didn't catch what it was, but they have like a beer woman mascot page you can go on and click, and it's Kate's head, Pam Anderson's breasts.
And it was like Lance Armstrong's legs. Did I make that up?
I thought it said Neil Armstrong's feet, because they're the first to touch the moon.
Yeah, it was Lance Armstrong's testicles.
Yeah,
testicles. Sorry, testicle.
Yeah. Well, no, at this time it would have been 2.
Yeah,
1999.
Anyway, but it was Neil Armstrong's legs,
feet. Yeah,
and whenever you clicked on it, didn't it say you got beer?
Yeah, that was the first thing when it's Oswald's voice. It's you've got beer in that AOL
That's
voice.
Good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong's feet. Did you see? Are you inspired by our brave astronauts going to space again?
It's cool.
It's cool. It is kind of cool.
I do like. I kind of like that we had something else to talk about.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm getting real sick of war.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the 1970s hits, not the 2002 hits.
1960s even there was some hits of war stuff right now.
Right. I mean, there's comparisons to be made with
I fuck with the moon stuff. I like the bringing modern tech into all of it. They had phones on there, but they had to have special phones because they couldn't connect to the internet, obviously. There's no Wi-Fi on the Artemis 2.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the
They
photos.
did have T-Mobile, though.
They had T-Mobile?
No.
Oh.
It's a
Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile on the moon.
Yeah. All right. We blew all our money. We had to get Sprint.
Can you hear me now? I enjoyed the photos, but the photos I think kind of looked like shitty compared to the ones we got in the 70s.
Compared to the ones we got from AI, I made
ChatGPT made me a great moon photo.
I was
I'm confused.
Yeah, can you update this moon photo and make it awesome, ChatGPT?
I put the photo of Earth into Grok and it put tits on it. I'm confused.
No, but I thought the photos were cool. I don't know. I disagray. Apparently, there were like 10,000, so I'm sure we'll get some really awesome
cool
ones.
So
but I did like
the eclipses were awesome.
I like the Earthrise one as well, though.
My thing with that, and I'll give it credit. I didn't realize what's going on in the Earthrise photo.
Yeah,
they're on the dark side of the planet,
right?
So they're artificially brightening it, so that's why it looks so pixelated and everyone's like, "Oh, is that like a smog? Are we destroying the planet?" And it's like, no, it's not. I understand what it is now. It's just poor picture quality.
Yeah, we couldn't get them better cameras.
No, we should send.
I was actually taken on an iPhone 17.
The next astronauts that go up, we should send them with a ring light. I think.
Yeah.
They should do like get ready with me to be on the moon.
Honestly, they'll probably that's really going to be our future, right?
Yeah.
As we talk about this moon stuff, I mean, right though, this was to lay the groundwork for going
when we
back
send
to the moon.
Paul brothers,
and then once we make a moon base with its own little studio.
Yeah. We're going to export all of the content creator jobs to the moon.
They're sending content creators to the moon eventually.
Oh, God almighty.
All right.
We get, they got 200 hits on the website, too. It's worth pointing out. That's huge.
Pretty big.
They're doing Cleveland Rocks numbers just about. When you look at our YouTube views, they're like, holy shit. Mimi is showing off her engagement ring still. She shows it off to Mrs. Lauder.
Yeah.
She's stunned and disgusted to learn that there is Carey Bobeck interbreeding of any kind.
Yeah, she says one day they'll menace Tokyo.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where it ends there. We go post titles.
After that, we got a weird sort of shot of the burbs of Cleveland for once. It's like the first time I've clocked that.
Lewis and Oswald, these boys are driving around.
Yeah, with a back seat full of Buzz beer.
Back seat full of cases of beer. They're delivering their internet beer orders, and we learned that the reason that all the cases are in the back seat, hitting poor Oswald in the head each time Lewis stops, is the trunk is full of their Y2K supplies.
Yeah.
At the time,
we thought it was just cans of ravioli.
Right. Now, here's my thing. Why? They have a whole bomb shelter, right?
Yeah.
Like Sharon didn't take that.
Sharon didn't take that at the divorce.
Why is it not all? Why do they have a go bag?
I love here that Lewis is also like, yeah, I just can't wait to crack into those raviolis. Just buy yourself some raviolis,
That's
brother.
all you need, man.
I don't know why they're keeping it in the trunk.
No.
It doesn't seem efficient. It feels like a place that someone would break in and steal it.
Yeah. But especially with you can see through the trunk window, as we learn later.
Also, you can't move the gun for a little bit. Anyway,
apparently not.
Yeah, apparently they've been done 300 orders already.
It's crazy money, man. When you think about like a case of beer, 300 of those puppies, they're sitting pretty.
And I don't even know how long, but here's the thing.
How long's the website been up?
Yeah, I'm really curious because they get busted pretty quickly.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
Yeah.
Their first delivery that we see, at least, 2 kids answer the door, and they're looking for their father. Their father's in the shower, but we can buy the beer for you.
Yeah, he told us to buy the beer.
So, literally, like they're asking questions about it. They're like wink, wink, nudge, nudging each other.
Is it a twist off or whatever?
Do you need a bottle opener?
Lewis twists it off
and hands it to the boy.
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, you look like an adult there. Look at that."
Yeah.
Crazy. So. We're starting to walk away, but suddenly freeze. Police sting.
Yep.
Bunch of cops come out of the house, and then everybody's in on it. Lewis, tries to one up them by being like, "Oh, cops, we're FBI." He's like, thank God somebody's here. I really enjoyed that.
That was great. You know, the whole one arm not knowing what the other one's doing.
Oswald gives up the game pretty quickly for them, and they get arrested. But, oh, man.
And
then suddenly, we're summoned into a courtroom.
Yes, naturally, we have to go to court now.
All
for selling beer to minors.
All of the gang is there. Drew, Kate, and the 2 nincompoops who get slapped across the head by Drew. It's a first-class misdemeanor. Is that right? To sell beer to minors?
Yes.
That seems like it shouldn't be. It should be more. It should be a felony. No, maybe not.
No, felony. Well,
that's severe.
I guess how much beer? I think it's got to be a little circumstantial.
Is first class?
If you're like
the
going to an
level,
elementary school, you should get.
Is first class the highest level of misdemeanor it can be?
Yeah,
I get like the first, second, third class confused, like the way the DEF CON. Like, I don't know if DEF CON 1 is good or bad, or 5 is good or bad.
First class, first degree.
Yeah.
It's all rough. Like first degree murders. That's the worst murder.
The closest you can get. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty bad then. Maybe it doesn't need to be a felony. It's already pretty bad. Drew pleads his case, and he's like, "Listen, this was an honest mistake. It won't happen again. They were kind of running rogue."
Yeah. And the judge even says, I do believe this was an accident.
Yeah.
So he does let them off with a warning.
Yeah. And it's great. We don't want to have to be in trouble. Oswald tries to like butter him up, and he's like, "Oh, thank you very much." And I will say, I think there's something looking upright and very large underneath that robe. Why has he got to be rock hard? Like, why can't he just? I guess it's impressive.
Was that a dick thing?
I think it was a dick thing. Yeah.
That's what are you doing, Oswald?
You compliment a man's penis when he does you a kindness. So it's literally outside the courtroom. We start talking again, and the guys are walking down, and Kate's like, "Oh,
yeah." I thought it would be worse. They're all saying,
"Yeah." And Kate's like, "I'm glad this would have really put a sour note on my birthday and everything."
Yeah.
So Kate, October birthday. Did we know this then?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but.
Just saying, a little note. I don't know what
it's a good
star
month for
sign
birthdays.
that is,
Yeah.
I know Virgo right before it because that's me, but I don't know. I don't know what October is.
Want to write us what Kate's astrology sign?
Actually, the astronomy people can nod. You can
Yeah,
you can
what?
duck us with that.
Don't actually write us.
Yeah, so they start to get in the car, and they're still chatting, and Drew backs out. He's parallel parked on a street.
Yeah.
Backs out.
Also, wait, why is he in this? I didn't realize he still had the bug.
Oh yeah,
I completely forgot. And it's got the flames
got
on
the
the
flames
side.
on it. That's the Buzz Beer Mobile, I guess.
Yeah,
I like that stays as a constant.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Why did he buy that back from Mimi? Do you remember?
I don't.
Yeah.
He really liked the bug though.
I thought he hated it.
Did he?
I
Did
thought
he hate
they
it?
got him that car and he hated it, and then he sold it to Mimi. Oh, and then was it he felt so guilty about it that he tried to
Yeah.
buy it back?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I forget. Damn.
We just watched it a couple
We
months
just
ago.
watched it a
and it's
few
already
months ago.
in one ear out the other. Anyway, as he's pulling out with this tight little bug, bumps. Okay, sorry, phrasing.
Anyway,
He,
he bumps into a police officer
yeah.
with his tight little bug.
Yep, and and the cop's cool about it though. Cop's like, I understand. There's no accident. We're all
Yeah,
good. Just
yeah.
let's separate the bumpers. And
Yes.
as they're going to push the bumpers apart,
They accidentally opened the trunk.
and we see a bunch of loose cash and a loaded shotgun just
Yeah.
in the trunk. So the cop's like, I don't know what that is. That's not good.
Yeah.
And Drew starts to explain. He's like, no. It's a Y2K, emergency
this is our
plan.
emergency fund.
Listen here, I've got a pamphlet that'll show you. And he reaches into the trunk, and the cop draws his gun.
Yeah,
and he's like,
it's like
freeze.
And now, Smash Cut, we're back in court. We're back in court in front of the same judge.
Same judge had just let them off and was like, I shouldn't have done that the first time.
Yeah.
He deduces that they are a gang. Like
Yeah,
the
he
gang
says-
are members of a violent gang.
You are a gang, and we have a new law that is it's a felony to participate in a gang.
Yeah.
Is that like a real thing? Also, it feels like I mean, I don't know. Is that like a real law?
Isn't that kind of what RICO cases are? Where it's racketeering and things.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's that. I will say though, and respectfully, I understand, things can be abused and people say RICO can be abused
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
But it feels like it should have already been a felony to be in a gang.
Yeah,
It feels like that's something that it's like, why was that not on the books before?
I mean, I guess if that's how we're going to define gang too.
Yeah. Well, he just
'Cause
says
this is
it's
a
a
crew.
pattern of things. They committed a crime. They have firearms.
Yeah,
they all
yeah.
hang out together. In
You
one
are
car.
a gang. Yeah, so there
Yeah.
is a definition. That feels like, yeah, you're right. That should have been a law before.
Before 1999.
Yeah.
So, they start to plead their case, but the judge isn't having it, and he's not
No.
going to be made a fool twice.
No.
So he's like,
I'm going to put an injunction not to be in within 100 feet of each other.
they all can't hang out as soon as they leave the courtroom.
Yeah.
And Oswald here tries to make a little
he think
little
he's
loophole.
slick.
He thinks he's real slick. He goes in, he's like, well, then what's stopping us from just staying in the courtroom and partying all night? Why
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
party in the court? Anyway, so the language changes. Effective immediately. They have to be separated.
Yeah.
So they realize now they won't be able to celebrate Kate's birthday with her.
Yeah. So they huddle up together and they sing.
They sing the
happy
saddest
birthday.
happy birthday you've ever heard. It sounds like a blues song.
And they really draw it out.
Yeah. And then they get some of the other people in the crowd to also sing it.
Yeah. They
And
get to the end.
They get to the end.
And then they start a new song.
How old are you now? And the judge is like, get down in my courtroom.
Yeah.
So,
Now we're separated.
yeah. It's tough. It must be tough for these, because I don't know how any of them survive without the others.
Yeah, what do they
Well, we
do?
learn. Well, we learn what
We
they
do learn, yeah.
But, so the next scene, Drew is back at home, and he greets Oswald, Lewis, and Kate, his pet goldfish. And he has filled the void by getting animals and naming them after his friends.
Yes.
Kate, unfortunately,
Kate is dead.
dead. Not long for this world. It was pretty brutal, I'd say. He threw her down the garbage disposal.
That's what I was gonna say. What a savage burial.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing. I mean, look, it's common. You just
Flush
it.
You flush the thing.
You flush it down the toilet.
Not that that's a better way to be disposed of in theory. You're going with the poop.
Sure.
But we're all if you're buried in the ground, guess what's in the ground? That's fertilizer, bro.
What if you
Yeah.
just like turn on the blades of death and dice you into a million pieces in your fucking sink?
I thought Drew loved
and then
Kate.
you still go with the poop, really.
I thought Drew loved Kate, and I just don't understand. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was like, holy fuck! Did you have fish growing up at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I was wondering if I told the story about the fish that I named that died.
What did you name it?
So it was like it was the early 2000s. It was like 2004. And
I named my fish Jared from Subway.
I had 4 fish. They were named George Bush, Dick Cheney, John Carey, and John Edwards.
I've never heard this.
Yeah. So I had those 4 fish, and they were like they got to be pretty sizable goldfish.
Sure.
And
Were you wait? Hold on. So was the hope you were going to see which one lasted the longest?
well, so
what was the thought?
I had them for. It was the election cycle.
Year.
People were I don't know. People were into it. I thought John Kerry had cool hair.
Yeah.
And I had 4 fish.
Climate czar John Carey. Cool
And
hair.
so, but one day I run into my parents' room and I'm like, crying and I'm horribly upset and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, TJ, what's the matter?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dick Cheney died. Yeah, and my mom's like,
Was Dick the first to go?
Dick was the first to go.
That's
I was like,
rough.
Dick Cheney died. My dad was apparently like, when the hell did he get into politics?
Dick Cheney dying first. Also, how it went in
Yes,
real life.
also how it went in real life.
Also, how it went in real life.
Yes,
Who died second? Who died second? I can make some money off Kalshi right now. I had a beta fish growing up. I only had 1 fish. We had like a bunch of fish.
if you have a beta fish,
Yeah.
contrary to popular belief, they're very alpha.
Oh, absolutely. You can't have multiples.
And they
They'll
will
fucking fight.
rip each other apart.
I had 1 beta fish. I named him Shamu.
Nice.
And he was just on my dresser at night, and I would, or whatever, during the day, all of it. But I went to school one day, and I came home, and the fish tank was there, but there was no fish. So I asked my mom what was going on, and she was like, I have no idea. I didn't feed him or anything. And she's not lying. She really didn't know. We searched the house. Like, where did the fish go?
Wait, like it got it.
The fish was under my dresser.
It was out. It got out of it hopped out.
What we have deduced, that was my first thought, was my fish killed itself. My fish jumped out of its tank under my dresser because it could not stand being in my bedroom anymore. What we've deduced is my sister, it was like 4 years old at the time. I think she might have stuck her hand in the tank to try to play with the fish.
And it bit her.
And to your point of alpha beta fish, it bit her. And then in a moment of panic, she pulled it out and threw it on the ground. And that is how my fish ended its life.
No, man.
Yeah. It was rough.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Her finger probably looked like a little worm.
He was like, oh boy, food. Yeah.
Do they have teeth? Is that like a thing?
Beta fish?
Yeah.
I don't know if I think
can
they
you
do.
can you feel it bite?
I don't know. And I don't know if it's a painful bite, but I'm sure for a 4-year-old, any sort of like unexpected bite is probably not welcome.
Yeah. I just think about all my fish. They always just open their mouth and inhale flakes.
That is true.
We just had flakes.
Maybe she's just freaked out by the lips of the fish. I don't know.
They are freaky.
Yeah, fish lips.
I used to have my tank on a dresser too, and it was like a 20, 30 gallon tank. It was a big tank.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I had to like clean my room and I didn't want to clean the tank.
Yeah.
So I tried picking the tank up and I moved it all the way to another part of the dresser and I set it down. I didn't realize the bottom of those fish tanks is also glass.
Oh no.
So I set it on the corner, cracked. 4 fish.
Oh no!
All over the floor, pebbles, 30 gallons of water, everything on the. That was the end of fish in my house. once I flooded my room with
Jesus.
dirty fish water. Yeah.
Do you remember when we first moved into this very apartment?
Yeah.
And we were like, where could we put a fish tank?
Yeah.
And we thought we would put them above these kitchen cabinets.
Yep.
And then we were like, that would actually be a mess. They would get no sunlight light, and it would be a bitch to clean. And I was like, yeah, you're right, actually. So
I do like fish tanks that are furniture.
yeah, fish tanks aesthetically cool, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure PETA is gonna have some problems with me saying aesthetically fish are cool. They're also fine creatures.
Anyway, no fish in this app.
No
I
fish.
don't even remember how we got the fish.
Oh, because
Drew did have a fish.
Drew did have a fish. So there
Yes.
were fish in this app.
Anyway.
DJ fucking lied. Mimi is in the living room after Drew disposes of Kate. She's trying to make some changes to the layout of the house before her wedding. She's
Yeah.
already bridezilla.
Yeah.
And she's basically just her strategy is to just violently throw things.
Yeah, she just flips his coffee table up on end and all the shit off of it.
Yeah, everything.
And now Drew's ready to, throw some
hands.
fucking hands.
So both of them run to Steve, who was upstairs. And
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
comes down and he tries to, broker peace. And Mimi leaves. And then Drew once again goes to Steve and he's like,
What is this? Why are you in man clothes?
why are you in man clothes? And also, why are you getting a tux for your wedding?
Oh yeah, he says he's gonna go get fitted for a tux,
And-
he's like, "You always wanted to wear mom's wedding
dress
gown
for the last 30 years or whatever. What's
Yeah.
going on? And we learn that Mimi wants him to dress like a man.
Yeah, apparently she won't have sex with him if he's in drag.
Yeah,
to which Drew's like, "There it is, dude. There's your out."
Yeah, Drew says more than that. Drew levies the whipped claim at Steve.
Yeah.
He's whipped by Mimi. He's like, I'm not whipped. He's like, oh yeah, you want to be such a man.
There is something about the whipped claim that
Oh.
gets men fired up.
Absolutely. I used to in high school say that my buddy was whipped by his girlfriend.
Oh, dude.
And the
Those are
girlfriend,
fighting words.
the girlfriend got in on it with me and would do like a whoosh, whoosh with it, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Anyway, yeah, it's a rough word.
Yeah.
People don't like it.
People really don't like it.
Steve,
If someone said that to me now, though, I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, I'm well whipped.
It's like, you realize how much worse it is
Yeah.
if she's unhappy?
It's kind of like that Simpsons episode where it's like, I sleep in a race car bed. How about you? I sleep in a bed with
I
my
sleep
wife.
in a big bed with my wife.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I'll be whipped. Sure, fuck it, absolutely. Whatever you want, babe.
Anyway.
Steve is not going to stand for the whipped allegations, though. He calls in Mimi and he tries to lay down the law.
Yeah.
Here he's like, I'm going to wear
he
the
says,
dress.
I am the man.
I'm the man here. You're going to listen to me. Let me wear my beautiful wedding dress.
yeah.
And Mimi just goes, no.
Yeah.
Isn't that what she says?
Yeah, she just like screams no.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, that's fine. And
Okay,
like,
I'm
scurries
going to go
out.
get the tux. Yeah.
Scurries out to get the tux. And she stops Drew and she's like, don't ever try to get him to do that again.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
is, it's so weird to me because I don't understand why Mimi is the out they use for him dressing like a man. Because she liked his aesthetic,
Yeah,
his
like
vibe.
if you liked it in the start, what changed? Now, granted, she had some questions about it,
Sure.
in the early episodes where they were together.
Yeah.
But like clearly, she got used to it.
Yeah.
And they were going out in public and everything. So it's just, yeah. I mean, look, they needed an out so that he quit.
I do
dressing.
think that has to be it. It has to be like a note from the network.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they just made it a decision at the beginning of the season. They were like, less drag from Steve. They're getting notes from the
We're getting
audience.
The groups are mad at us.
They're no longer running this in Texas and Arkansas. So
yeah. The next scene, we get Drew in a meeting of it's like a support group of other people who have been separated from people that they care about.
yes,
It's
other gang members,
Other gang members
that have been separated because of this unconstitutional law. They said this attorney says
bold.
Yeah.
It is exactly what you kind of think. We're seeing some real hardcore gang members.
Some real gang members.
Thinking like dudes with tattoos and muscles and bling. And then you
Yeah.
also got like your old school mobster types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like your scrappy dudes in prison.
Yeah.
You know, you
dudes
got,
who know how to steal a catalytic converter.
Right. Yeah.
Drew's like, I don't know if I really belong here.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, nonsense, And one guy in particular goes off on him.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's joking, right?
that's
Drew
true.
comes in and he's like, I don't really belong and everything. And the attorney convinces him to stay. He's like, you know what? It's, speak freely here. We've all been affected.
Yeah.
And at first, Drew's like, so how do we kill Superman? And then I forget what the gang is. That it might be that joke that
The
sets
gang member hops up.
that sets off the other gang member, and he's like, man, what gang are you in? The Apple Dumpling gang?
Apple Dumpling Gang rules.
Yeah.
That's what I want to call fans of the Drew Carey show.
the Apple Dumpling gang. Yeah. You guys are our Apple Dumpling gang.
It's the Apple Dumpling Gang. If we ever start a Patreon, that's going to be what it is.
But anyway, and this guy just, goes off on Drew, and he's like, I'm actually upset.
Yeah.
I can't see my friends.
It sucks. I'm sure it is, And
Yeah.
Drew tries to empathize, but he's not having it.
And then,
go ahead.
Then the best moment
Yes.
is up in from behind Drew, through the door.
Through a separate door. There's two doors.
Comes a Klansman.
Yes. Full guy dressed in a big white pointed hat and everything.
Yeah.
And he takes off the hood.
Says, sorry I'm late.
So I had a thing. So Drew kind of quits at this point. He's like, whatever.
He
and
says,
walks
screw
out.
it, I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah, and then this guy's like, wow, what was his deal? He doesn't seem too chipper. We then get Lewis. We kind of finally see what the rest of the gang is doing in this time without each other.
Yeah.
Lewis is dancing in front of his window
In his underwear. Yeah.
And he's getting yelled at by somebody on the street, and he's in kind responding back, but he's
Yes.
also begging them to please hang out with me, kind of.
he needs attention. He needs friends.
He's lonely.
Yeah.
And then he gets a call, and the call is from Drew.
Yes.
And he asks Drew what he's doing. He's like, because I'm dancing in my underwear, and then
we get another shot of Drew
dancing in his underwear
in front of his window.
What I like about Drew's though is Drew realizes he can't say that he's doing the same thing, so
yeah.
he just puts on his pants, but his pants are just right at his ankles, so he literally just dropped trowel just to dance in front of it. It's so stupid. It's so good.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, because he pulls him right up.
He just walked up to the window,
And he was like,
dropped his pants,
and then
turned on
started
the
a
music.
record play.
That's way worse than you just stopped getting dressed.
Yeah, you just had never had pants.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. Anyway,
and then they start talking about like how this sucks and what are they going to do, and they start worrying about everybody else.
Lewis says, "I love you, Drew."
Oh yes.
Too. We can't forget.
Drew doesn't say anything.
Drew doesn't say anything in response.
And then they start
talking about everyone. They're talking about being worried about Kate, and they're like, Kate's always found the way to occupy her time.
She's resilient in a way.
We get a third shot of Kate. She's licking Oreos.
Yeah, she's licking the cream off,
and then
we
she's
got a wet
sticking
cookie.
it. Yeah, sticking it to the wall to spell out her name.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what this room is. Like, it was like an office, and I'm like, does she have an office?
It could just be her kitchen. Like, we don't really know what Kate's apartment looks like.
We do kind of. We've seen it.
Oh, yeah?
It definitely didn't look like
her space.
It looked like an office space. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Birthday girl. She can do what she wants.
Yes.
And then they're really worried, though, about Oswald because he doesn't do well alone. But Lewis is like, no, don't worry. He's staying with his mom, so I'm sure it's fine. And then we don't get a separate box. We get a full smash cut to Oswald at his mother's house.
With his head stuck in the
stair
railings.
banister
The
railing.
banister. Yeah.
He's trying. I love it, man. He flips his head around. He's putting his feet on the wall, trying to break himself free from these railings. Then Lewis and Drew are trying to figure out how do we celebrate Kate?
Yeah. It's
Still
still her
back to the
birthday. Yeah. So they kind of say, well, why don't we, screw it. Why don't we just throw a party at the Warsaw?
Yeah.
But let's make it a costume party.
Right. Where's the one kind of party where nobody really cares who you are or what you look like?
Yes.
So they decide they're going to throw a costume party. The next scene we see Drew walking into the Warsaw.
Well, before that, we get a little moment where Lewis is like, I noticed you didn't say I love you back.
Yeah.
And Drew does say I love you
goes,
back.
I love you, Lewis.
Yeah.
And he goes, I know it. I knew it.
Anyway, we're at the Warsaw, and I think Oswald's in there first. And
Oswald's in there first, but we see Drew first.
Yeah.
Drew walks in dressed as the Cowardly Lion. This is going to be a theme. If you can imagine a foursome, a famous foursome, this is it. He walks in, but he's the only one in costume.
Yes, there's a big banner that says "Happy Birthday, Kate," and then
a bunch of normal dressed people.
Yeah, and then Drew in the lion costume walking up to Oswald and the
Dressed
Scarecrow.
as the Scarecrow, and he's like, "What's going on?" He's like, didn't you tell people it was a costume party? So we found out it was
No, he
Oswald's.
says forgot to tell people it was a costume.
We found out it was Oswald's responsibility, and he didn't have as much time on the phone as he thought.
Yeah.
Did you catch why?
Yes.
He ate cereal in the living room, and his phone privileges were restricted by his mom.
So he had to make it quick.
We had to make him quick, didn't get to tell people. Lewis and Kate walk in, and to finish it off, Lewis is the Tin Man, Kate is Dorothy. And everyone goes, "Happy birthday, Kate!" And it's really inconspicuous what's going on here.
Yeah.
Kate's like, "Oh, let me guess, it's Oswald's fault."
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And then my favorite moment is Oswald goes, "Hey, look though, that guy came dressed as a cop," and in walks a police officer
Yeah.
who is like, "Oh,
He was basically stalking them because
Yeah.
he was like, "Yep, you guys.
I know what your cars look like."
Yeah, you all came up, you parked your cars outside.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm sure the white punch buggy with flames on the side is, pretty obvious.
Car.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, they are arrested again, and they're taken to a different judge now,
Yes.
who, when they see what's going on, is very confused about what's going on. This woman is like, "Okay, so I'm looking at the previous thing. It says you guys are gang members and are listed as dangerous and can't be around each other. And then we get
And I'm supposed to, the judge said I'm supposed to indict you for gang-related felonies?
and we get a cut.
Is there something I'm not understanding?
It's just them dressed as the Wizard of Oz group. And they try to, Drew in particular starts to stand up for their freedom. And he goes, "Well, if we're in a gang, you know who else was in a gang? George Washington and Thomas Jefferson."
Drew's still on his season 1 shit.
He's on his, what would the founders think?
Yeah.
I love it.
His patriotic court appearances.
Yeah. So, and then the judge basically just be like, "Well, listen, I'm going to say, I think the previous judge was wrong. Do you agree?" Say yes. Yes. Great.
Yeah.
Sit down. Sit your ass down.
So she's going to reverse the ruling.
Yes.
And now you can only just because she doesn't want them, these 4 stupid people, to go
make
multiply and make other groups of stupid people.
Yeah, there's instead of 4 groups of stupid people, she wants one group of 4 stupid people.
So now it's mandatory that they all hang out with each other.
Only with each other, which is what we were doing anyway, folks.
And then, but because the shotgun was loaded in the back, they have to take a 5-hour seminar for the loaded gun.
Like, oh, well, that doesn't sound that bad. And then we hard cut to them in the seminar. It's a Scared Straight-esque seminar.
Yeah.
We get this guy, like a military kind of guy, yelling in Drew's face, being like, "Carey, do you think it's funny if you were in the jail? They wouldn't know,
Yeah.
Lewis is laughing.
I was going to say, I really feel like Ryan Stiles
was
in this.
authentically
authentically enjoyed it and could not keep a straight face.
Do you
in the
think
scene.
they tried to tell them all to keep a straight face?
Yeah.
And then
he
just
definitely.
couldn't do
And
it?
I think that he just had the giggles. I don't know what it was.
Respect to Drew and Krista then for figuring out, because Kate also holds it very well.
They hold it well.
We find out it's Kate's actual birthday. They're like, "Oh, happy birthday, Kate." He's like, "Oh, what did I say you could talk to her?" So it ends with that. Credit scene is Drew giving his own Scared Straight style seminar to a child sitting at his desk at Winfred Lauder.
Yeah.
He's like, "You think this is funny? Look at this paycheck.
They say you want to work in an office.
Is this fun to you?
Yeah.
Look at this paycheck." And then the child screams and runs away.
Yeah. This is what 40 hours of work gets you.
I thought pretty solid.
And then
episode.
Drew says, "I wish this is what somebody
told me before I did it." Oh, Drew.
I don't know. I'm interested to see how this Steve Mimi wedding progresses.
Resolves. Yeah, because we really don't get it all in the next episode.
I really there's no way they're going to actually get them married, right?
I still believe, yes, we can.
I think that's got to get nuked somehow.
Do you think maybe they're just retcon? But here's the thing. If they knew that they were going to get Steve out of the picture completely, right? Because I think if you don't have Mimi, why would Steve be there at this point?
Right.
So, but I feel like them getting Steve to dress like a man is an indication that they might keep the character.
I definitely think they're going to keep the characters.
Yeah.
I just think they're going to find a way to nuke it and keep the characters like they did,
Sure.
Kate and Oswald.
Sure. Yeah, that would have been harder.
That would have been much harder,
Steve
but I
is
still
very auxiliary at this point.
I still think they can find a way to do it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think that either character is worth getting rid of because Steve is.
Oh, you can't get rid of Mimi.
Well, you can't get rid of Mimi at all. But I don't. You say Steve's auxiliary. I still think he's got enough here. Steve's around as much as Mr. Wick is anymore.
That's true. We'll see, bro.
We'll see.
We'll see, bro.
We'll see, bro.
Who knows, bro?
All right, bro.
Season 5, episode 4, Drew's Reunion.
Yeah, October 13th, 1999, bro.
What do you know, bro? It starts with the boys, you're going to be shocked, getting ready for their high school reunion.
Ooh, baby.
They're all looking inside.
They're all combing their hair in the mirror.
Lewis catches what he thinks is himself in an alternate dimension in the mirror.
Yeah. Well, this is clearly a conversation he's had multiple times.
Oh, for sure.
Because he leans up to the mirror and he's like, "Are you going to finally admit you're a duplicate from another universe?" And
if anyone was to know,
yeah,
if there are duplicates from alternate, it would be the guy that works at Drug Co.
And the best part of it here is it's one of those 3-fold medicine cabinet mirrors.
Yeah.
And he grabs the 2 edges, and then all of a sudden there's 2 other Lewises, and he's like, "Oh, you brought friends." And then he backs off.
Scared of his own mirror reflection.
Yeah.
Lewis is also very calm and collected, though, I would say.
Yeah, he's like whistling on his way out.
And Drew's like, "What's that about?"
Yeah, what aren't you nervous?
Yeah.
You know, we're going to high school reunion. None of us have dates. We're all ugly failures of people.
I have a date. We learned that Lewis got a date.
He found a date.
And Oswald is pretty upset about this. He's like, "Come on, man. I thought we all agreed we'd go stag and hit on lesbians who couldn't cut it." But no, Lewis has a date. And not only does Lewis have a date, he tells them he has a date with someone they all had a crush on in high school.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves. This weird mystery.
Yeah,
so
we don't really know.
The boys speculate that it's his mom,
in a wig. Yeah. Did you go to any? You didn't go to any reunions.
We're still kind of like we're 12 years out of high school, kind of.
Yeah.
So
I
did not go to my 10-year if they had it. I don't know.
I know some places do have a 10-year.
Yeah.
I definitely never heard of it. I don't think I would have gone anyway. 10 years does feel like too soon.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more fun if you're like 20, 30 years out and it's like, whoa, everyone. Like, look at all these bald people. Look at everyone.
Look at who has hair.
Everyone got fat and bald.
Yep. Some of us were kind of balding and fat in high school. No, I wasn't.
No, you're
I'm
not.
I'm fucking around. I'm trying to be less self-deprecating.
This podcast was built on positivity.
There you go, body positivity. That's what we're built on. That's what the Carey show is built on.
Yeah.
No, didn't go to a high school reunion. I'd consider it. Probably don't want to. I graduated with a pretty small class, like not the smallest, but it was like 200 kids.
Yeah, mine was 150.
Okay.
So I'm right there. There with you too. I feel like
it felt a little too small in the moment though, so I can't imagine how it would feel now.
Yeah, I don't think that like a very small reunion would be that fun.
No,
because I don't think that many people would go.
No. And how do you keep in touch with a lot of people from high school?
No, I got like 5.
Yeah, that's even better than me. I feel like I got like 3 sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm actually going next weekend to a bachelor party for everybody from high school. And
nice.
I'll probably see a couple more than normal on that trip.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I would do it. I don't know.
I would consider.
I want to be a little more successful than podcaster, maybe by the time that we, we'll see.
I guess I think like 20. I would consider it more at like 20 years out. Yeah. I'm like, that's fun. But also would have to fit conveniently within my schedule.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not going to move heaven and earth to
go back
make
to
this sort of reunion.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So anyway, Kate comes in at this point, and Kate, speaking of confidence and body positivity, is looking for some confidence in her outfit. She spent 6 hours getting together. Mm-hmm. So she comes out, cute little pink dress with a little, like, is that a shawl? What do they call that? That weird thing that she's got around her?
I got no idea. It looked like it was a scarf or something.
Yeah, some sort of like silky scarf.
Yeah,
situation.
It was all silk. She was wearing all silk. She looked great.
And Drew is, I said it so many times in the last podcast, I noticed it while I was editing. Drew was truly enamored with Kate.
Yes.
He's in love. He's like, oh, you look beautiful. You're stunning.
Kate's like, you say that all the time.
Yeah. So she doesn't believe it. She's like, Oswald, what do you think?
Oswald, the man I almost married, you'll give it to me,
former fiance. Tell me how it is. So he has her like catwalk a little bit around Drew's house and turn. And we learn on the Oswald Harvey scale, Kate has rated a 6.
Yes, and she's like, only a 6?
Yeah.
Drew's like, no, that's great. It ends at 6.
And it starts at 3. I love how this man's brain works. It's
great.
truly incredible. Kate's picking up on smells. I noted that she asked Drew what he's had, and he says liquor and Tums.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful thing. Kate has an objective as well for tonight. We learn there was a guy who was a little bit of a nerd in high school that she didn't take kindly to. Who
Yeah,
was
nobody
enamored
did.
with her.
Apparently, it's Patrick Wells.
Patrick Wells. He was a crush. He had a crush on Kate in high school. Drew knew him. They were both in the same Star Trek fan club.
Yeah, they were all. He was part of the nerdy bunch,
Right.
but it was almost. He was so nerdy that even that Drew and Oswald in
We're
the
like,
gang,
fucking
like,
nerd.
okay, come on. At one point, Oswald was like, I didn't even let that kid in my barbershop quartet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna get to. Do not worry about it. But now, as most nerdy high school kids are, he turned into a computer zillionaire.
Yeah, computer zillionaire.
Kate wants to get into that money. She's gonna cash in on that crush.
Yeah.
Good
for her.
She's saving the last dance for him.
Yeah, she's tired of dating guys that can't pick up the tab.
It's true. God bless you, Kate. You
Yeah.
really know what's up. So that's where we end with the cold. We come back in, and you'd think it's the high school.
We're at the airport.
We're at the airport, and Lewis is just standing around. He talks to one of like the drivers who's waiting there with a sign.
One of the chauffeurs, yeah.
Chauffeurs, and he says like, "Oh, I think the cops are trying to take your limo or something."
Yeah.
So steals his hat in the process too, and puts it
The guy,
on.
yeah, and the guy runs out to go get it.
And he pulls up a sign. And the sign reads Bo Derek.
Yeah,
Were you familiar with Bo Derek?
Honestly, no,
Me
not
neither.
at all.
Me
this
neither.
was clearly a person of an era that was well beyond us.
Sex icon is what Wikipedia says. She was like big in like the 80s and 70s, so it would have made sense at the time for them to, have been crushing on her in high school.
What was she in, or what did she do?
Her breakthrough performance came in the romantic comedy 10.
Okay.
By Blake Edwards.
Unfamiliar.
It's her, Julie Andrews, a couple other people. The poster for it is a guy swinging from a woman's necklace while she wears underwear.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I probably should see it. I don't know. But yeah, she's
So just where'd you get sex icon from?
That's what it says. It's 10 cemented her
Really?
status as a sex icon and mainstream celebrity.
Wow.
She won a Golden Globe New Star of the Year. She went on to be in Tarzan the Ape Man,
Oh, okay. So she was probably like the love interest in Tarzan. Or
Bolero, Ghosts Can't Do It. I've never heard of any of these.
Nope.
It's crazy.
Damn,
Yeah.
didn't take much to be a sex icon back then.
In 2008, she was appointed a commissioner of the California Horse Racing Board by then Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, good for her.
So I guess she's also like an animal rights philanthropic person.
And if Drew was governor, he probably would have done the same.
There you go. Appoint her to whatever you want, man.
It's a callback, motherfucker.
Anyway, she's sex icon. It would be great for Lewis if he showed up with a model and actress.
Somebody that everyone had a crush on.
Yeah, he's not wrong. So anyway, she comes in and she's under the impression that she's going to some sort of interview, I guess, in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do we have time to drop my bag off at the hotel?"
And Lewis is like, no, not at all. We don't.
He's also like, "Holy crap, it's working!"
It's
Just right
just
in
working,
front of
yeah,
her. Just can't believe it. So anyway, yeah, they take each other's arms and they go off to be chauffeured to the interview, I guess.
Yeah.
We come in finally to the high school reunion.
Yes, we're in the high school gym.
And just like it always was in high school, these two boys are leaned against the wall in the gym,
Drew and Oswald up against the wall.
awkwardly looking for somebody to talk to.
They're on the prowl. And
absolutely.
they see, hey, Cindy.
Cindy, and this poor woman runs away from these two guys.
Yeah.
And then they start reminiscing about Cindy in high school and probably how she was doing the same then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who walks through the door?
Oh, who is it?
Oswald's barbershop quartet.
He's wondering. He's like, I haven't seen them yet. Does anybody know where they might be? And we get someone's in the gym with Oswald. It's it's so good, dude. They got
great.
little fucking hats.
They have the hats.
Of course
they walk
they do.
around all three and they have the hats. I was like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and then he gets a hat and they don it and they walk on out. Lewis walks in.
I went through a phase. Hold on. I'm
You
going to
want
shoot
to?
it.
Oh, Jesus.
I went through a phase when I was, I don't know, when I was a kid. I was like, I think it would be the coolest shit to be in a barbershop quartet.
Okay, how you said you went through a phase, but like, did you commit? Did you have like pinstripe suit?
Oh, no,
Did
no,
you
no, no,
vocalize?
It was not. So I did end up doing some a cappella with some kids in high school.
Oh shit.
That was part of like it was really lame. It was like part of,
Your extracurricular.
well, no, so we all took like choir or something as a class and we
Yeah.
were like, okay, let's do this. Maybe this will be fun. We were not good.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that fun. But when I was a young kid, barbershop was so cool. I was like, the outfits are sick. I remember watching The Music Man and they had all the teachers singing
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's sick.
Do you know why is it barbershop?
Or
quartet?
not even that. It's the Simpsons when the
Oh,
episode
the monorail.
Baby on board. You know the whole.
Oh, I
you know
don't
that
know.
it's not the monorail.
Oh, okay.
So there's an
Because
episode.
there is a little bit. When you said Music Man.
no, there's they do a barbershop quartet. Homer.
Oh, Lenny, Carl.
I think Barney's in it.
Sure.
I think it might be Skinner's in it.
Oh.
And like it's a weird grouping.
Sure.
Maybe Apu's in it. I don't remember. But they do like all I remember from that episode is they do like a Beatles-esque concert from the top of Moe's.
That's the barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anyway,
Why is it barbershop? Do you know? I don't know if you,
I got no idea.
I would imagine.
I didn't learn any of
Was
why
that
it
the
existed.
entertainment that they had back in like the 1800s?
Yeah.
Where you'd walk into the barber shop and it would just be like four dudes in the corner singing sea shanties or something?
I'd have to see the movie Barbershop.
to understand. Yeah.
I think we got to see
Well, that's a lot
Barbershop,
of people-
Barbershop 2, Barbershop, the
A lot
third
of people
one.
don't know Ice Cube was actually started in a barbershop quartet. Yeah. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Anyway.
Lewis walks in. He's got Bo Derek. And
Yes.
she realizes
she knows it right away.
what she's like, why are we in a high school? Why does this look like a reunion? And he's like, oh, you're going to inspire the children. She goes, no, this is your reunion, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Lewis basically, he's like, listen, I was a loser and I thought it would be cool if
Gives
I
her
showed
the full
up.
sob story here.
Yeah, and she buys it. She says, "I'm touched by your story, but that's the only thing that can touch me tonight."
Yeah.
so I'll stay
give you
for
an
an
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
And it works. You know, she stays, and he's doing this awkward, the hover hand. The
Yeah,
whole
the
time.
hover hand over the
He's
shoulder.
taking it very seriously.
We've all been on a date and we get the little hover hand going.
Oh, buddy. When I was in high school, absolutely, that was king hover hand. I was like, I'm not getting in trouble.
Nope. You're not gonna get me. Not gonna nail me.
Well, we get this guy. I don't think we ever got his name, but it's the MC of the night is, I guess, Drew's high school bully. And he's looking for Patrick Wells, but Wells is not there yet. And, you know, computer zillionaire, he's got places to be, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's showing up late.
So he instead starts to draw Drew up. And he's listing all of his accolades. You know, he was president of the Mathletes. He was
Yeah.
the mayor of Safety Town.
And he was the founder of the Cheese Club.
Love the Cheese Club.
Love
Cheese
the
Club's so
Cheese
good.
Club.
Drew, what do you think they did at the Cheese Club? I'm just thinking about now. I'm like,
do you make cheese?
No, each week I think you review a different
Review a
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah. What do I
Gotta
think
run
of
out of
Swiss?
cheese.
Maybe. I don't know. What happens if I layer them? What if it's like
Yeah.
Swiss on top of Munster or something?
Oh my God! Yeah, you just start combining cheese.
It's just Drew. Nobody
No,
else is there.
I think they're in there making cheese. I think they're figuring out what different animals can lactate and how can we make a cheese.
Here I was just thinking like they got a cow in a classroom, but no, I like the idea of other animals that make milk.
Well, goat cheese.
Yeah, goat cheese. Goat would be easier to bring into a classroom.
Yeah.
So Drew doesn't like this guy. It makes it clear. He's like, oh, he would bully me all the time. Like I'm the only guy who ever got an erection during the Pledge of Allegiance.
National anthem.
Oh, the national anthem.
I thought it was
I think later he says, let's all stand to
for the
pledge
national.
for the
I thought
national
it was the
anthem.
national anthem. I don't
Okay,
know.
guys, it's something really patriotic.
Yeah.
Drew gets a hard on for the patriotism.
And yeah, I'm sure you're surprised.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. So
Drew
anyway,
just loves this country, man. That's why he's going to be governor of California.
that's why he loves his country.
Because
And
he's
he loves
bricked up
cheese.
during the national anthem.
Yeah. So anyway, the bully MC calls him up, And it's kind of like, so Drew, what have you been doing over the last 20 years, you know? And he's like, I work at Winfred Louder. And he's like, wasn't that where you worked in high school?
Yeah.
No, I'm not on the floor anymore. I'm associate director of personnel.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you're a heartbeat away from director of personnel.
There you go. Now, this is when we sent the RSVPs. Are you still living with your parents? And it's like, no, I bought their house. Oh, did you buy the furniture too? Yeah.
When Drew was answering these, I'm like, shut up. I'm like, why? Why aren't you just...
He's an honest man.
Yes.
He's not going to lie because he gets caught in the lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, well, he does invite them all over anyway.
Yeah, he ends up having everybody over to the house anyway. So
this MC's roasting Drew.
Yeah, roasting him, humiliating him. Drew at one point turns around. And he's like, hey, listen, this is, I don't like being humiliated in front of all you guys. And you're very lucky I don't have psychic powers.
Yeah.
Or maybe I do. And then like he focuses really hard.
Telekinetic powers and he just starts focusing.
A la Carey.
Yeah, which we get another
Thank
homage
God.
to later.
I was saying and it's the credits scene, folks, so strap in for a little bit. But if we didn't get that, I was like, his last name. How are you not going to do it?
You got to acknowledge
it's on the nose.
Yeah. So anyway, he's standing up there with like squinting, trying to like use telekinetic powers or something. I
Looks like he's trying to poop.
Yes, and Oswald gets him off the stage just in case he gets another erection.
Yeah. Also looks like that in the face.
Yeah.
But as they're walking down, Drew is stopped by Kelly.
Yes,
who is
Kelly Walker,
former head cheerleader for the school. I clocked it immediately. It's Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad, Skylar.
Yeah.
Not that I want to dwell on it. People, you know how people like don't like Skylar as a character?
Yeah.
I mean, those people are kind of fucked. Like I think it's a very good character.
Okay, I'll be the guy.
Yeah.
I remember watching it and it just look, I love Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I really just think we all just wanted to watch Walt do bad shit.
I understand that fully.
And Skylar just had like real, genuine, emotional, reasonable reactions to this.
Yeah.
But we just weren't rooting for her. We were rooting for Walt, who was the bad guy.
I was never rooting for Skylar, but I think like the idea of like, oh, this fucking bitch. Like, no, dude, imagine if your husband was doing all this shit. That is the most like authentic and an interesting performance, I think, that you could give of that character.
I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
She did crush it. It's a great show, but I do remember watching it. I mean, I watched it years ago now. Welcome to Albuquerque Rocks, everybody. I watched it years ago, and I was just like, she did drive me nuts. She drove me nuts just because I just wanted to watch Walt be bad guy, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. He's being bad for you.
Yeah. It's for your child.
Yeah.
Anyway, but anyway, she stops Drew, and she's like, kind of like, hey, how's it going? It's been a long time. Asks him to dance with her later on.
Yeah, she like is immediately into Drew, even after Drew just got humiliated in front of everybody else.
And Drew's like, I don't understand how this could be. And then who but Bo Derek lays it out. She's like, what you basically said up there is I have a steady job. I own my own home.
Yes.
No exes,
ex-wife,
no children.
Child, or not paying any alimony.
You are a catch.
Yeah.
Drew Carey being called a catch by Bo Derek is pretty incredible.
Yeah. And it gets him riled up too.
Yeah, he's excited. And then Lewis, afraid that Bo is going to leave, asks if Drew would want to dance with her.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, just let me go, Lewis. I'm not going to leave.
I'm not going to leave. I'm here now.
So they're getting ready to dance, but then Kelly comes back.
Yeah.
And Drew gets to do one of my favorite lines is like, wow, I get to say this in real life and not just to a pillow. Sorry, Bo Derek, I can't dance with you because the head cheerleader's here.
And then he goes and he dances with Kelly.
Off they go to dance. While they're dancing, we get what comes first? Is it Oswald or is it
It's
Kate?
Oswald Lee Harvey.
Yes,
I believe.
Yeah. Stopped at the punch table.
Yes.
He is stopped by a woman who says that he doesn't remember her, but she remembers him.
Yeah.
She had a big crush on him in high school.
Spanish class.
And he's
Oswald can't clock her at all.
No, doesn't look like anyone he knows.
No idea.
Doesn't
She's
know
not wearing a name tag either.
Yeah. She's like he tries to get get a name out of her. He's like, hey, do you remember that other girl who had the same name as you? What was her name? Very good. But yeah, so we see Sparks going there.
And then Kate is talking to the barbershop quartet boys.
And she's like, listen, I was in high school, I ignored so many people and it wasn't, but now I'm dating and I'm focused on the right reasons. Money. Any of you guys know anything about that?
Yeah.
And then they harmonize basically like, you didn't talk with us, so we don't care about you, bitch. I love barbershop quartets. Really do elevate so much of life.
It is, yeah, they really do. You just need one to follow you around once in a while. To, put a exclamation mark,
little pin in it.
Yeah.
So
anyway, it's at this point they start to shut down the dance, right?
Yeah. As Patrick Wells shows up.
Yeah.
The dance is closing down. We already had last call.
Right.
And Kate goes up to Drew and he's still dancing with Kelly.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's like, I don't know what to do. Patrick just got here. I'm not going to get to make my move. And Drew's like, oh, that's okay. And he's like, hey, everybody, let's go to my house for an after party.
Yeah.
I've got Monopoly and other board games and a garage full of beer.
Yeah.
And
everyone cheers at the garage full of beer.
Gets everybody excited.
So now we got an old-fashioned high school house party.
Absolutely. And it's packed, man, inside Drew's place. It's pretty good. He's hanging out with, I keep wanting to call her Anna because that's the actress's name. He keeps hanging out with Kelly.
Well, I was going to just bring up, I want to talk about high school house party.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if you ever hosted like a big group of people.
Absolutely not.
But you had a busy house. So that would have been asking a lot.
Yeah. Oldest of four.
I was basically an only child in my home.
Yeah.
My brothers were well gone. So I would have house parties, and it was always weird to me having like people like, because your relationship with all these people that you invite, it's almost like it's a professional workplace relationship, right? It's like, oh yeah, we got what, mathematics? Spanish class.
Hello, it's my colleague from biology.
Yes,
pleasure. This is my mother.
And now they're sitting on all your furniture, and they're like they're putting they're drinking beer out of your fridge. All the intimate parts of your life
and
to that
now
point
touching
at like a 17, 16, 18, whatever you are at that point. And now all these people interacting with that space.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
It was.
What do you mean Steve from social studies is sitting on grandma's hope chest?
What do you mean? What do you mean Lucas is throwing up in the hallway?
That's where they measured my height. Let's measure how long his puke is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's.
Anyway, just a note that.
Now imagine if all of you guys were in your mid-30s.
Yeah, that was just. I was thinking of that as I watched all these people just now crashing his space. Like we get a scene where we'll talk about it. Oswald is laying up in a bedroom. Drew's bed. And just like everyone's out in the back, shooting out pool, and they're in every crevice of your home.
Pool table in the backyard, pretty huge.
Pretty awesome party.
For that sort of party vibe. So yeah, we get into the house party. And we see Drew still interacting with Kelly a little bit. They're reminiscing about when he getting pantsed in high school.
Yeah, getting pantsed by the football team.
Yeah,
she was like, it was funny the first time. It wasn't funny the second time.
But the third time was pretty funny.
The third time was funny again.
Kelly,
Rule of threes.
Yes.
Anyway.
Kate is hanging out with Patrick. They finally connected. He's getting beers for her. And he's like, oh, do you want another one? She's like, oh, I guess I'll have 2 beers. I've never done that before.
We'll see what happens with 2 beers.
I do like that Kate is trying to present as if she's like, pretty princess queen. Like that's how you would want to do for a bazillionaire.
A zillionaire. Yeah.
Yes, a zillionaire, an actual dollar amount. And then we get Lewis and Bo still talking, and like she's like kind of like letting her guard down a little bit. The fact that she's even gone to a second space with him,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
she was giving him an hour, and now she seems to be having a good time.
Yeah. He's like
he's won her over a little bit.
He
good
breaks
for
out
Lewis,
and he's like, oh, I love you, and she's like, no, you don't love me. You just love
my public perception.
That you think I am. You don't really know me, and that's something. And he's like, "Wow, you're so smart. I love you." just not getting it at all.
Not understanding.
Not
great.
at all. And then we get this moment where that bully MC comes up
and he's like, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you got Bo Derek here.
Yeah.
But I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah, how is she your date? And
Yeah.
Bo, fully game, goes, oh no, he's not my date. He's my boyfriend.
And then she leans up and gives him a big old kiss.
Crazy shit that this word.
Lewis just hijacked a chauffeur and now is kissing
sex
his
icon.
celebrity crush.
My favorite thing though is he was like, "Oh yeah, not only that, we have sex too," and he starts undoing his tie.
It's not enough for him.
He has to get the full Monty.
Yeah.
So and she's like, "No, let's save that for later, Stallion. Don't worry about it." We see Oswald up in the bedroom here, like you were saying. He's a little busy. He's occupied. He's tied to the bed, handcuffed
in his underwear,
handcuffed to the bed by this lovely woman who we still don't have her name.
No, Spanish class.
Yeah, she's she's tying him to the bed, tying his feet.
So now he can't go anywhere.
And then she's talking about, well, we're gonna have fun, right? Let's have a safe word. What if the safe word's something like Porky Parker?
Yeah.
And he's like, why would you do that? Porky Parker is the name of this fat girl that was in my homeroom. And she's like, I am Porky Parker.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? No, Porky Parker was fat.
And then she like blows up her lips and makes a face, and he's like
a blowfish.
Oh, and then immediately you see it on Oswald. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
And she was like, you were so mean. I guess there's a little bit of backstory that we never really get fully fleshed out, but I guess they were making out in his mom's basement at one point, and then the next day he acted like she didn't exist. I don't know what that says about Oswald.
I don't know, Oswald.
Yeah.
Maybe the lights were out. It was 7 seconds and or minutes or whatever in heaven.
7 minutes in heaven.
Whatever you do in the closet
Doesn't
for
count.
7 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, we're not having sexy fun time. She is exacting revenge.
Yeah.
And the revenge is going to be, she pulls down his drawers and the coats where
everyone's coats are on the bed upstairs.
I do love that is a universal thing.
Yeah, everyone puts the coat.
Put your coat on the bed.
Well, you can't. You got to. If you have a coat closet or a coat rack,
yeah, it's already full.
It's already full.
Coats.
You got your fucking coats.
Yeah.
So you know what? You got to get unless you get like honestly, best case scenario, you got to get one of those mobile racks, and you got to do kind of like a coat check service.
Yeah. Everybody gets a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then who's going to be responsible for the tickets?
Right.
That's a fucking nightmare.
But anyway, still.
Yeah. So anyway,
all the coats on the bed. That's a thing.
Also,
and then you got to sift through everyone's coats.
Yeah. Imagine also there's just a naked guy next to it. That'd be a fucking mess.
Oswald's bare ass on it.
Yeah.
They were going to fuck on all the coats? That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, she leaves him buck ass naked, just on the bed.
Yes, and she leaves.
And he's like
leaves
panicked.
the door open.
Leaves the door wide open. She's panicked. He's panicked. Who comes in but Lewis?
Yes.
And he's like, Lewis, help me. And he's like, oh, geez, we got to get you out of the situation. So kind of mounts Oswald, I would say.
He straddles Oswald's torso.
To try to, instead of, just first of all, he could have pulled up the underwear. That could have been the first thing you
could
did.
have hiked your boy's drawers up.
Whatever, fine. He immediately
questioning
goes,
your order of operations.
Yeah, a little bit. The PEMDAS isn't PEMDASing, I guess. He goes to undo the handcuffs, and it looks like they're gonna have sex. It kind of looks.
It does.
It's compromising. It's a compromising position.
Who comes up but Bo Derek?
And she goes, oh, Lewis, I'm so glad you found someone.
Yeah,
I'll
and then
see
she
you later.
leaves.
And leaves. And then Lewis can't even finish one job at a time, runs after Bo Derek to try to explain why she saw what she saw, leaving Oswald naked on the bed.
Compromised position.
Mm-hmm. So that's where that ends up. We then go back to Drew. With Kelly, the cheerleader. He's like kind of sitting awkwardly on the. It felt to me like high school Drew. This is what it was. He's sitting awkwardly on the couch, and she's like kind of like kissing his ears and his cheek.
It's like he can't get comfortable with the idea that
Someone's attracted to him.
Like, what's up here? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Something has to be
He's
up.
like, maybe we can get like dinner tomorrow or something. And she's like, I don't know how to make this anymore.
Yeah, clear. Like, I'm completely interested.
Yeah, there's too many people around for me to make it any more
She's
obvious.
aggressively interested to the point where, I think any normal person would be like, there's something wrong with you here.
Yeah. So Drew finally gets confident enough to put his arm around her.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about plans for tomorrow. And he's like, maybe I'll pick you up. He's like, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's actually not great. And then we learn she's evicted? No, she's just told her landlord she's leaving.
That they're not living in their place anymore. And by they, it's her and her ex-husband.
Yeah, but it's okay because we live together, but I date and he knows that. And I could do anything in front of him.
Yeah.
Weird
And
vibes.
with a weird wink and a
Yeah. There's some other stuff Drew might not be interested in. We also learned at this point about Humphrey. Is that his name?
Hubert.
I knew it was a weird H name. Hubert,
Yeah.
her son, her oldest, she says, implying
so there are others.
other children. And he seems he's at some sort of camp, I think.
Yeah.
And he sounds not great, is what I'll say. He sounds like he's a problem child, a little bit of a nut job.
So immediately all the red flags are actually her
popping up here. And Drew realizes why the hot cheerleader might not be the catch that he once thought.
Yeah.
So he tries to slowly slither out of that situation. Quickly, he yawns to get his arm off of her.
Yep.
Classic move.
Yeah.
Good guy move.
Classic move. You got to yawn to get it around and yawn to get it off.
That's true. Yeah. Yawn in, yawn out.
Yes.
Yawn in, yawn out. Yawn-is.
What's it all about?
We see Kate and the billionaire. What the hell was
Patrick.
his name? Patrick. Jesus Christ.
Yes, they're out in the back shooting pool.
Yeah, they are. And he finally comes clean. He's like, listen, Kate, I need you to know I had a crush on you. And I still do. And Kate's finally like, yes.
Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
It worked, baby. It worked. So cash in on that, man. They're getting ready to go home. They're actually getting ready to kiss.
Yeah.
And Lewis interrupts them and goes, hey, have you guys seen Bo Nix? I need to explain that I wasn't having
Bo
sex.
Derek.
Bo Nix. Fuck. Hey, have you guys seen Bo Derek?
Have you seen the quarterback of the Denver Broncos? Need him to know I wasn't having sex with Oswald.
Fuck. Have you seen Bo Derek? I need her to know that.
I wasn't having sex with Oswald.
And they're like, we haven't, no. And he's like, okay, well. And then he like makes a connection that like she's probably at the bus station around the corner.
Yeah. So he runs off to chase her.
Runs on off to get her. And the final crescendo here is Patrick goes in and he's getting him and Kate's things.
Yeah. And he's like, and he has a little moment with Drew where they do like the Spock hands or whatever the hell about
live
the Star
long and
Trek.
prosper.
So they used to love each other. Again, they were in the same crew, whatever. And he's like, "Look, Drew, you're Kate's best friend. What do I got to know?
Give me some advice here.
Give me some advice.
Make it work."
Yeah.
And Drew goes like, "Oh, you shouldn't wait 20 years to tell her how you feel. You shouldn't wait 20 years to tell her that she's beautiful and this or the other,
and that,
or worry about
loved her whole life." Yeah.
Yeah. He confesses that he's compared every relationship he's been in to what it would be if he was with her.
Yeah.
And Kate is outside the window.
She hears every word. The window's open.
Yeah. And Patrick's like, wow, it kind of sounds like you still have feelings for her. He's like, if I knew that it wasn't if that was gonna go right, I would just get on my knee and propose right now.
Yeah.
But so,
Drew says it all out loud.
Yeah. Patrick goes, well, I don't know how much of this was helpful, but thanks, man. And goes out to leave, and he's got Kate's little scarf thing. And Kate's like, actually, I'm going to stay. I'm not feeling right.
Yeah. Things changed.
Yeah. So in she goes to kind of talk to Drew, who's putting away, empty beer cans. And,
Peter Frampton is playing in the background.
Baby, I love your way.
Every day.
She's like, oh, remember this song? He's like, yeah, I used to stack chairs to this song. Poor Drew. God.
Drew.
And then
she asked him for the last dance.
And they get a dance. Yeah. Sweet. So there we go then. Seems like it might be in the bag unless Drew fucks it up, which how would Drew Carey fuck up a relationship?
Yeah.
But
the dick of death.
Yeah. How long is it gonna be until we get some action on this now? I think, can we have a season 5 that is Mimi and Drew's brother getting married, and then simultaneously we get Drew and Kate finally getting together?
Is
that too much romance?
It might be too much romance. Are they gonna be coy about it, or are we really gonna jump full feet in?
Well, she's gonna need to make the move here, I think we learned.
Yeah, he doesn't know. She knows everything now.
And he knows nothing.
And he's fine with it.
Yeah.
He's content. This is just the way life is with her.
Yeah.
And has been for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she totally needs to make the move.
Yeah.
And I just will she do it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to I could feel them stringing us along for several episodes before we really get something here.
Yeah. I think you're right. I fear you're right, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the moment, it's a nice little ending.
Yes.
Got to admit.
It was sweet. I did love the way they kind of pulled out that shot
from the window.
zooming out from the open window.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that was kind of a nice little artsy sitcom shot.
Yeah.
For,
Shout out Jerry Cohen, the director.
Yeah.
Directed this one. And then we get the credit scene, which is where we finally get the fulfilled Carey sort of promise.
Yes.
He's doing the telekinesis on stage after he's been dumped with
they
Mimi and Wick.
Mimi and Wick dump blood on him.
And he's doing the telekinesis, and everybody runs panicked. And we get Theo that's like, and that's why you don't mess with anyone named Carey.
Yeah.
Cute.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. So, yeah, 2 solid eps.
Yeah.
We're cruising through here.
Now let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're really.
See.
I'm curious. It's the Mimi and Steve plotline romance, and then it's the do they actually get married?
Yeah.
My bet is no. Your bet is yes.
I think yes.
And then do they string the Drew and Kate thing along for a couple eps? I think we're both in the same camp.
I think
there.
it's going to be a yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Also, I mean, you're not interested in Lewis and Bo Derek?
Yeah,
I do hope once he explains himself,
I hope
she'll
he
understand
explained himself.
Yeah.
And is Oswald still tied to the bed naked?
Yeah.
We'll find out next.
We'll find out.
We'll find out in 2 weeks.
We'll find out on the next episode of Cleveland. Thank you for listening to Cleveland Rocks.
Thank you guys.
We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. You can email us at clevelandrockspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you think.
Yes.
And we'll catch you next time.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.